Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the Space Age. This is Space Age Tarot. This is a space where I give pick a card tarot readings and I read your current energies in order to give you the best advice or information or whatever spirit brings at that moment. So if that interests you and you want to subscribe anytime, you are welcome to. In today's reading, I have a message from the universe. So in my last reading, I asked you guys what topics you were interested in, and a lot of you answered, and thank you so much. So this particular topic is why the universe is proud of you and what are you doing right. This is such a wonderful topic. Sometimes we need a little check-in to see what we're doing right, what we can keep doing, and why the universe is proud of us in our journey so far. So in today's reading, we have 4 piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So feel free to take as much time as you need. Remember, you can select 1 or more piles. You can go through all the piles, whatever you need to do to get in touch with your intuition. So take as much time as you need, and the timestamps will be posted down below, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, group 1. Let's begin your reading. Let's burn some Palo Santo really quick, just a little bit, just to clear the energy. So let's start off with your tarot cards. So the first card we have for you guys is the Knight of Wands. Okay. So using this cat tarot deck, I feel like there's a lot of playful energy that comes from this deck. And so with this Knight of Wands, I do see that the universe thinks what you're doing right now is being playful and considering your creative choices. You might not be fully diving in at the moment, you might be totally diving in, but the universe likes to see you playing around with what you can do in life and exploring the different options you have and getting down with your creativity. So this Knight of Wands here is showing me someone who is willing to take a chance, take a risk. So this is showing me the universe is really proud of you in that regard. And then we have the 6 of Swords in this deck. Okay, so I'm seeing you guys taking a bit of a spell to relax. The 6 is really dealing with harmony, internal harmony. So what I'm getting with this card is that you guys are really starting to lay back and relax. You might have come out of a period where you've been feeling really stressed out, feeling as though, for some of you, feeling as though you've been putting so much effort in. And I'm seeing a lot of you might have experienced some burnout, but there's a real turnaround here, being playful, relaxing, taking a step back for self-care here. And then we have the 7 of Swords, and we have the Chariot. Okay, that's actually really interesting. So I mentioned something about burnout. So some of you guys might have been experiencing some burnout, and you guys are taking some time, or you're kind of being prompted to take some time to really relax and just meditate, really. This is like a card that's showing me like that meditation is going to bring a lot of like answers and intuition for you. I'm seeing that you guys are really contemplating between whether you should be doing a certain thing, but you're more so leaning towards what you actually like doing. And that's why you're kind of being cheered on by the universe for this. So with the Chariot, I'm seeing that you have a lot of options of where to go. But what's interesting about this particular card is that this cat here really does seem contemplative. This cat is played around a lot, so it's really you entering a phase in your life where you're really starting to buckle down, put on your seatbelt, and decide which route you actually want to go down. And so a message that's coming through here is that if you guys are following this harmony, this internal harmony, which is like the 6 of Swords here, you guys are going to be feeling a lot better, because I'm really sensing a lot of contemplation with the 7 of Swords. Really starting to think about what is your higher purpose right now. So if you guys have been contemplating your higher purpose, this is a real confirmation that maybe, like, you guys are thinking a lot, but maybe you don't need to think as much as you think you do. You just have to think in alignment rather than overthinking a decision or a choice. The universe really wants you to think in alignment, and I'm seeing that you guys are starting to do that. And the universe is really wanting to give you some blessings here because of that. And so that's really coming through here. So the Chariot also being the major event here with the Major Arcana card, I'm seeing that there's actually going to be a major change in your life because of the choices that you're making right now. So if you guys have been sloping into this zone where you're more so relaxing and playful, you might not even be there yet, but I'm seeing that this is what's going on. I'm seeing a lot of there's a lot of air energy. There's a lot of you thinking a lot about decisions and whatnot. So with these two cards, especially the Six of Cups followed by the the Six of Swords followed by the Seven of Swords, there's a lot of you just really needing to follow more so your heart, really, because the Six of Cups is showing me this relaxed figure, and this is like a lot of contemplation, but in a good way. So taking the time to think is good right now, but remember to follow your intuition above all things. And to follow that inner child, this playful spirit inside of you, okay? So that's what you're already kind of in that energy already. So I'm seeing that this is actually a really good thing. And so your decisions that you're going to make with this Chariot card, really going to be exalted. So let's get into some of your oracle cards. We have Feast, Slow Down and Celebrate Yourself. That's really cool. So with this this slow down card right here and like celebrate, it really shows me the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. Why do I keep like misnaming this card? The Six of Swords here, and this Knight of Wands. I do see you guys relaxing. I think the self-care is really what is really in alignment for you right now. Like your angels, your spirit guides, they're really wanting you to relax, really wanting you to be playful, wanting you to follow your heart and just press down the pedal towards the road of your dreams. But it's like, that's what you really need to be doing right now. And so you're doing that perfectly. That's really what's going right here. You deciding to do your self-care, do things that make you feel happy, not worrying about being like all over the place. As a creative energy right now, because you're in this creative energy, you might be an artist, or you might be starting some kind of side venture or doing something. Maybe you're not even trying to build a business. Maybe it's just you having time aside from whatever you're doing to avoid this level of burnout, right? You might not be experiencing that burnout, but in case you are, this is kind of what you're being led to do, and you following that is what's really good here. I'm seeing with all of these cards, what you're doing right now is following your intuition and giving yourself the permission to relax. It's not like easy for a lot of people to give themselves that permission to just let go and relax, not be worried, just focus on their creativity. And maybe a part of you is still trying to hold on to that a little bit here, but I'm seeing a much wiser cat here. I'm seeing a much wiser energy. So when you're kind of pulling back from these moments of relaxation, your thought processes are much more evolved than possibly before. So instead of just being like, oh, maybe I'm relaxing too much, or like maybe I should think more about my future plans, you're giving yourself the permission to let the plan unfold for you. Okay, let the horses lead your chariot as opposed to you. Wow. Okay, so your next card is You've Earned All of Your Stripes, and you can see again she's relaxing. She's like relaxing on the beach. She's relaxing on her throne, and she's reading a book. There's a mermaid in the back. It's such a beautiful day. Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. Okay, so again, there's like this. Okay, so what you're doing right for sure is taking the time for self-care, relax, self-love, maybe appreciating yourself. Maybe you're speaking more highly of yourself too. I'm seeing that you might be just feeling really good about yourself. and taking the time to be your own friend here. That's something that you should really be like consistently doing. And so the universe is really happy that you have been doing it. So you might have already come from this place and you might just be consistently in this pattern, or you might have just started this pattern or beginning to start this pattern. And the universe wants you to continue. Your spiritual team is like, yes, this is the energy you need to be in. This is what's going to really drive your chariot in the right direction. I'm seeing that you're someone who's really led by your emotions. Your emotions can really change the course of your life. The way you feel about yourself, the way you feel about the world, it's really like a powerful driving force with this chariot here that leads you to a path that you enjoy. Or if you're not in a good place, it might lead you down to some other path that you don't like. So really focusing in on what feeds you, what makes you feel good, right? With this feast card, it's like feed yourself with what makes you feel good, and you've been doing that. So and maybe you're not always consistently on that. Like there might be, this is a general reading, so there might be some people that are like, yeah, maybe, but the universe is trying to tell you, if you don't feel like you're in that energy right now, that when you do that, when you feed the right wolf, right? You've heard of this, I don't know if you've heard of this, but that whole idea of like feeding which wolf you feed, right? So if you feed the wolf that is, this negative Nancy, or this, positive Polly, I just made that one up, but if you feed, it's about the wolf you feed. So when you're doing the right thing, when the universe is really like proud of what you're doing and really like able to help you on your path and is really happy for you in what you're doing, it's because you're feeding the right things in your life. You're feeding your good thoughts about yourself. You're feeding your creativity and your creative potential here. You're not afraid to let go. So, and you're really just being led by these positive emotions. So your emotions can be really powerful here. Your thoughts are especially powerful. And I'm seeing this evolution of your thoughts into a place where you might not have to struggle as much as you have in the past if you've struggled with like thinking negatively or falling back into old patterns. I'm actually seeing an evolution from this Six of Swords to this Seven of Swords, because the Six of Swords is showing me this inner kitty spirit who's just very happy, relaxed, just wants to lay around, take a nice nap, and be all cozy and stuff. But, we don't always stay in this perfect state of happiness. We have moments where we're just like, neutral, or, maybe a little bit frustrated, or we go through different cycles of things. But I'm seeing that when you're not in the Six of Swords place, you don't fall into some weird like swing anymore. I'm seeing more so like a balanced person, someone who's like more balanced. And if you have a low, the lows aren't going to be quite as low anymore, because you're kind of developing this discipline of like self-care. So moving on, we have the Sun. So we have the Sun spirit. Okay, so this is really showing me that inner confidence that is really building here. So I'm really seeing that the universe is really proud of how you've developed your confidence by taking care of yourself here. There's a lot of you taking care of yourself that is really present in your reading. And then we have Jupiter returns benefits. Wow, exactly. So as you're doing this, the universe wants you to know that when you're bringing in that energy, you're actually building this momentum, just like a Jupiter return. You might be in your Jupiter return right now or coming near it. And this is why this energy is like really starting to form. But with this Jupiter return benefits card, I'm also seeing that when you are using this chariot and following the emotions that make you feel happy and in alignment, you're actually experiencing like a Jupiter return. Like your energy being in alignment really brings in this energy of having all of these blessings, abundance, and the universe really does conspire to help you with this. It does bring in those benefits to you when you're in alignment. So this is like a real confirmation that when you're doing these things, you're on the right track. And just because, and this isn't to say like, oh, if you're not perfect and you're not taking the time to care for yourself, relax, or just feed those positive thoughts all the time, that things are gonna crash and burn. Never think that way. Like, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be on your game. This is just saying that when you're consistent and you're taking care of yourself, when things go wrong, so that you're kind of just always elevated and in this like sun energy, things will fall into place perfectly for you. Then we have be assertive. Okay, so this Chariot card is really coming through again. This is like your major theme here, where it's like, if you follow your dreams, if you follow your heart on this matter, or whatever it is that you're following with this creative path and these new thoughts that you're experiencing, you have the ability to put yourself out there and make some demands as well. So this is showing me that your energy is at a place now where, if you so choose, you're able to ask for a raise or something. Like, your energy is really inviting to other people, especially because of this Sun card. There is a lot of attention to you. You might be a Sun sign, or with this Jupiter, you might be a Sagittarius, or you might be a Leo. You don't have to be either any of those things, but or an Aries or something. What else could you be? You could be an air sign as well. But again, it's like, you could be anything, because it's just an energy. We can all occupy different signs' energy as well. So now is a great time, because you're in this like stride, or when you feel like you're in this stride, when you feel like the chariot is taking you, just imagine this chariot is you. Anytime that you're feeling good about yourself, you're on that chariot and you're moving in the direction you want to go. And whenever you're just feeling that energy, that inspiration, just remember that you have the ability to ask people questions, ask for favors, perhaps, maybe taking the chance to develop a team or something, So then we have improving health. Okay, so this is really like a confirmation that you guys have been really taking care of yourself, doing a lot of self-love, taking care of your mental health, your emotional health, and possibly your physical health. I did mention that you guys have been really possibly being very positive about like how you feel about yourself, maybe making some positive changes, doing things that make you just feel good internally. There's a lot going on here where the universe is really just happy that you're taking care of yourself. And so please continue to do that, Pile 1. It was wonderful giving you that reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and please give a like to this video so that YouTube lets everyone who needs this message know about this video, and comment down below. I will see you in the next one. Bye, loves. Hi, group 2. Let's begin your reading. Let's burn a little Palo Santo just to clear the energy first. Okay. So, it's a lot of smoke with that one. Okay, so let's start with your tarot cards. First, we have the Four of Swords. So we have the Four of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. Okay. So just starting off, there's a lot of 4 energy here. And this 4 is really showing me stability in your life. I'm seeing stability in mental planes of your life. So the Wands has to do with your creative energy, your passions. It has to do with things that really drive you, our fire, internal force, confidence, that kind of thing. And we have the Four of Swords, which has to do with your mental plane, your ideas, your thoughts about things, like your temporal life, okay? So I'm seeing that you have stability in both of these things right now. And before you just write this off, because I know a lot of people might not resonate with this energy, this is an energy that actually is embodying you right now, or it is coming into your energy, whether it be the planets moving and aligning in a certain way. This might be an energy that you're stepping into, and it's because you're kind of figuring things out both creatively and intellectually. There is going to be some kind of a creative awakening for you if you haven't experienced that already. and the universe is proud of you for doing all the things that were necessary for this to happen for you right now or in the near future. So there's a lot of things that are coming into alignment, and when I see these 4 pillars just all in line, I really do see that you guys are coming into a sense of alignment within. So I'm also seeing that there's a lot of playful energy here with this cat, but really just you sitting in it or walking and enjoying the flowers, enjoying the moments, being present here. So the universe is proud of you for being present in this moment, being present more often than usual, maybe taking the time to meditate, taking the time to be around friends and family, or doing things that just make you feel good about yourself. Okay. I'm also seeing this lavender here, so maybe there's more a relaxing energy coming in for you. Really did sense that energy before as well. There's like a lavender color in this background here as well, so maybe purple is going to be a very calming color for you. So I'm also seeing that you're going to be feeling a lot more like relaxed and creative here, and using a lot of colors to express yourself. You guys might be painting or using some kind of creative expression. But I'm also seeing you possibly taking a chance on a person. And this is a confirmation for some of you guys, like maybe you've talked to someone recently, maybe you're becoming friends or starting a relationship with somebody. This is a confirmation that that's going to work out. Let's get some more information. We have the 6 of Cups for you. Okay, so perhaps like some childhood memories are coming up for you guys. That could be a thing. It could be this person that's coming in. Maybe you guys are hanging out with like your cousins or your friends or a childhood friend, and this is someone that maybe is being reintroduced into your life very soon. And so I definitely see a confirmation of that, but I'm also seeing going back to the mental energy that is really stabilizing in your life. I'm seeing that you guys are really looking back at your childhood more fondly, and this is something that's going to start happening. There's more memories coming back, even possibly memories that you might not have really appreciated in the past. You might not have even had that many great memories in your childhood, but I'm seeing that something about them is being rewritten. I'm seeing that you have like a new lease on life coming in. Like there's an energy here that like when you're just stopping to appreciate the flowers, you're starting to take on this new energy, and you're having like this creative license with how you view your life, and you're choosing to view it in a way that makes you feel good, not where you're denying anything or in denial. You're in alignment here. You're really in alignment here, and you're taking this creative license because it's not like you're lying to yourself or anything like that. What I mean by creative license is that you're choosing to view things in a way that makes you feel good. And you're understanding your truth, like what's true for you, right? And you're also not denying the objective truth, because with the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Wands, we have right-brained creative energy, and then we have like this left brain logical energy. And you're completely like you're 4 on both sides. You're balancing this right brain energy with this left brain energy. So you're not living in denial. You're not living in like this overly positive, overly stimulating way. You're just like embracing life, and you're enjoying the beauty of what is at the present moment, and also choosing to see the things that are in like this more beautiful way. So the universe is really happy with you appreciating the flowers, and taking the time to like look back at things. It could just be any memories in general. Some of you guys might be like having a kid. This is like a very specific message. Some of you guys might be looking forward to having a child, and this is like a good sign that this is going to happen for you as well. Then we have, I think this is in reverse. I can't remember if I had it in reverse in my hand. I think this is in reverse. It's a 9 of Wands, okay, in reverse. Okay. Or upright. Let's just put it sideways because I just had it in my hands. I think that was just, the universe intending that. And I kind of like how this looks aesthetically. And I'm just, again, just thinking about how this looks aesthetically to me. Like, I just see like almost like an art canvas, and you having that creative license to do whatever you want with the world. Like, you're just like really not really worried about anything. I think what the universe is really proud of here is you not being so worried about the potential outcomes anymore. So something you're doing right is just not focusing on outcomes as much, not focusing on trying to control everything. I'm seeing like what maybe you thought was stability before was stability through trying to control every circumstance of life, trying to make this and this thing happen, trying to make these and these things go right or go a certain way. And what I'm seeing is that you're kind of letting go of all that. You're just like, whatever happens. But I think this balance here, and especially since I just felt like putting this sideways, I really do see like this in-between state where you're not like just being blasé about everything. You still care about things. You're still doing things that make you happy and fulfilled, but you're choosing to do things in a very balanced way. So I'm seeing what you're doing right now is that you're choosing to live a life of balance. Okay? It's like there's like this inner child that's like wanting to scatter everything and make a huge mess and finger paint and all this, play with their food. And then there's like this, your own adult, your own like personal parentage that's like taking care of this little inner child. So it's like you're letting yourself play with your food, but you're also like, taking this relaxed approach and overlooking your life and also making sure that it's guarded and protected. And again, even though this is like the 6 of cups, I'm seeing 4 cups here, in the background. Again, so we have like this 4, even though there's like 2 more here, but like there's 4 of the same cup up there. So I'm just getting a sense, like a 4-4-4 sense, where it's just like a lot of balance. And that might be a real sign for you guys, seeing 4-4-4 in the near future. It will kind of alert you to, like, awaken you to be present. It'll be a constant reminder, like, to check in, like, to remain present and balanced, because the universe likes you in this energy. It likes it when you're balancing. You're like, okay, like, I'm not going to just, go all in here or, pull out here. Like, you're choosing to keep certain things, let certain things go, and you're just being very, you're kind of happy with it. There's a lot of like intermingling between both hemispheres of your mind that are just working out perfectly. Okay, so let's get into some of your oracle cards. So we have Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. That's beautiful. It reminds me of the 6 of Cups here with like this older cat and this little kitten, and there's like these, young girl and these 2 women. It's like, I'm actually seeing you kind of being a really good parent to yourself. I don't know if you've heard of this concept of like being a parent to yourself. But it's like almost like these 2 women are like a parent to this girl, right? And like, so I'm seeing like this inner child, like you taking care of your inner child here is what the universe is really proud of at the moment. Like you being a really good parent to yourself, like you telling yourself, okay, like you don't have to be perfect today. You don't have to get everything on your list done, but come on, make your bed, and you're just being like, giving yourself that gentle nudge, like just like that relaxed, loving parent that doesn't want you to just blow away your life and let you quit, practicing your guitar just because you don't want to play anymore and you don't want to practice. They're going to give you that nudge, like, come on, you can do a little bit more, like, don't give up just yet, but also like not forcing you to do something. Like if you really hated guitar, they would be like, okay, you really don't like this isn't in alignment with you, so we're not going to do it. There's such like a balance here of you just like really being mindful of yourself and allowing yourself to be, which is a lot harder than, a lot of people would think, And so that's why the universe is proud, because you've really cultivated, or you're beginning to cultivate, this energy. And then Mural, be your own first priority. And they have a little kitty again. And this is the cat tarot, by the way. I just got it was a gift, and it's so lovely. It's just such a playful energy, and I just feel like it's, the cat is such a playful energy. It's an energy of independence. The thing about cats is like they have boundaries. And it's funny, be your own first priority. Like a lot of people, someone was saying, I saw like a TikTok the other day. Was it a TikTok or something? I don't go on TikTok that often. It's been like a month, okay? Just FYI, I'm not a TikTok addict, but I was on TikTok and like someone was saying like people that really hate cats, like not like personally attacking anyone that hates cats or anything, but they were saying that people that hate cats, they just don't like them because cats have boundaries, whereas dogs will love you unconditionally. Cats will, they will love you, but if you're being a jerk or if you're like acting in a certain way or you're not treating them well, they will have boundaries, and they're just not at your beck and call all the time. They're not like, they don't believe themselves to be like, they have like their own person, like this own like sense of like self that's like, okay, like if I don't want to hang out with you, I'm not going to. And so this be your own first priority is really kind of like this energy maybe that you're embodying, like this cat spirit energy where you know what you deserve. You know how to balance your life. If you don't want to go out with someone, you're not going to go today because you just want to be in, or maybe you want to be out more and you're just really following your own bliss, and you're taking the time to put yourself, and make your own decisions before, tying yourself down to another person's happiness, yeah. I also see like this burning building here, which is kind of giving me the sense that it's like, there's again a sense of balance, because this is like the creative expression on the wall. This is her creative expression. So she's choosing to balance. So instead of like, ignoring like some inner, like maybe some negative emotions will pop up or like some pessimism, she's using it to channel her energy. So again, like there's a lot of you using creative energy and mental energy here to balance your life. So instead of turning her turmoil into like, lashing out at someone, she's using it and channeling it in the right way. So I'm seeing that you guys are channeling your energy through creative expression, like making a flower crown, and you're building a better life for yourself. And it might not seem like that right away for everyone, but this is what's going on, and this is why the universe is proud of you. Okay, so should we go into your angel cards first? Let's do your angel cards after. So Gemini, I think, wonderful. So we have the mental energy again. This is just all about mental energy. We see these two pillars, these two twins, these two hemispheres, feminine, masculine energy. So we have like this balance, this perfect balance being striked between you and your current like goals and stuff, and your life in general, taking care of yourself, what you're thinking about, how you're reflecting on memories, how you're reflecting on situations, and it's making you happier, and it's putting you in alignment. So this mental energy that's going on right now, really doing a good job, guys. And we have Jupiter abundance. Of course, this alignment that you have going on, or that's stepping into you right now, the universe is very proud, and it's saying that this is what's going to bring in the abundance. And you're going to be experiencing a lot of abundance when you're flying in this energy, when you're constantly remembering that balance within and constantly checking in. So you're in a very abundant place. Expect a lot of abundance, okay? We have recovery from your angels, and then choose a new direction. Okay, so with this choose a new direction card, this might be an answer for some of you guys that are like having a question about what you should do. So this could be an answer for you guys about that. But I'm also seeing that you following your internal drive, your internal star is really important. And then we have recovery. I think that's what you guys are really doing right here. Like really taking the time to smell the flowers, be present, and take a step back if you need to. Be patient with yourself and reminding yourself to be in balance. It might not always feel like you're perfectly in balance, because that doesn't really happen in life. What's usually happening is we're in balance, we're falling out a little bit, but to remind ourselves, you know, we're always doing a little something to push ourselves back into balance, you know? And that's just generally what life is like. You know, the constant of life is change. So as you're adapting to these changes, as you're recovering from these changes, you're really someone who's doing a great job at rebalancing yourself and taking care of yourself and channeling your mental energy in the best way possible for you. And the universe is very proud of you. I feel proud of you. Anyways, group number 2, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. Please hit that like button. Tell YouTube that this is a great video for other people who need this message. And of course, comment down below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, loves. Hi, group 3. Let's begin your reading. Let's burn some Palo Santo first just to clear the energy just a little bit. Okay, so we have a little clearing. All right, let's begin with your tarot cards. I'm using this cat tarot today that I got as a gift. Very lovely gift. So starting off, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you guys are doing well financially, or what you're doing right now is really setting you up for financial success, is what I'm seeing. Okay, you're being taken care of. I'm seeing this hand petting this cat. I'm seeing you being very much taken care of by the universe. So if you guys are going through a hard time too, I'm seeing that maybe some of you guys are not in the best living situation, or this is like a message for, this is a general reading, so it's a message for some of you guys going through hardship right now. This card is actually telling you that the universe is caressing you right now. So if you're going through something, know it's taken care of. If you're dealing with some kind of financial circumstance or some kind of situation at home or in your material world, this is letting you know that it's all being handled up above, okay? There's things going on behind the scenes that you don't see right now that are taking care of it. But in general, this reading is saying you're doing well financially, okay? You're doing well, financially, materially, okay? There's a lot going right for you materially. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have a ton of money. It could mean that. It could mean that you've started a business or a venture that is doing well for you or will do well for you in the future. This is a very positive sign. So in the material world, the universe is saying they're proud of things that you've done because either you've achieved this now or you've set this up for yourself, okay? And then we have the Page of Cups. This is a cute card. This cat is like digging inside this toilet, which is actually kind of, I said cute, but it's actually kind of gross. But it's cute though. I don't know. It's a very cute card. But Page of Cups is like showing me that you guys are starting to become a little bit more emotionally available. So you guys might be in a relationship or not be in a relationship, or you might be someone who says, you know, cancels plans a lot, or maybe you don't have a lot of friends right now. But this is starting to show, this is showing that you guys are starting to open up a little bit, like you open your heart a little bit more to people, maybe be more vulnerable, maybe crying more when you're watching a movie, starting to really awaken your emotional senses. Maybe you weren't so focused because this 10 of Pentacles is showing like a lot of emotional investment or lack of emotional investment because you're so focused on like this physical world, but I'm seeing like this awakening. So I'm seeing that the universe is proud that you're starting to awaken your senses more, starting to open your heart a little bit more to something or someone in your life, okay? So then we have the 3 of Wands. Okay, there's a lot of positive progression here. A lot of you might be investing more time in your creative ventures, or I'm seeing meeting other people, getting creative with those people, or developing like a sense of like, I don't know, how do I say this? Like you're kind of being more relaxed about how you're approaching your creative like identity, I guess. That's kind of what's going on here. I'll get more clarity with the next card. So then we have the 6 of Wands reversed. Okay, that's what's going on here. You're making progress here. I see a lot of progress here, because the Three of Wands is really about like progression, like creative progression. And the Six of Wands reversed is telling me that, because the Six is about like harmony and love and peace and Venus and stuff like that. And the Six of Wands is really about like being able to like creatively express yourself, play, love that moment of creative expression. But it's in reverse here, but I'm seeing that you're making progress here. So the universe is proud that you're making progress to really just let go. And with this Page of Cups, the start of you just emotionally opening up, which is opening up those creative channels in you. So the universe is proud that you're taking this new approach and you're taking a step back on the financial situation. And if you're not feeling the best financially, just knowing that you're being taken care of, and it's okay to relax too, just because things might not be perfect. But for those of you that have really also done really well financially as of late, you know, you might have just started something, done something that's new. Maybe it's the beginning of like, this could also mean as well that you've started something new, something probably creative, or decided to take a chance on, I don't know, going to trade school or doing some kind of thing, becoming a nail artist or something. And this is saying that you're making progress in this direction, and it's going to really pay off. So the universe is just really proud that you've made progress in diving into these things, right? Diving into this emotional channel, okay? So yeah, lots of focus on your physical world, maybe you've had to really hyper focus on that physical plane, but now the universe is really proud of what you've done here. You know, you've tried your best in this area, and it's really appreciating that you're doing this progress and really trying to evolve that creative aspect. So let's look at your oracle cards. So starting off, we have Lavender. Surround yourself with love. Oh my God, the Page of Cups arises. Okay, so, and then this breaks down to a 2 in numerology. So I'm seeing that you guys might be partnered with someone. This could be why the Page of Cups, it's showing something in its inception. Maybe a person's going to be popping up into your life, or you might be meeting some friends here. I'm seeing that you opening up, like the universe is really proud of you opening up, and it wants you to know that it's good that you're doing this, because when you do this and you really make, and I love that there's another cat here just chilling. When you make this progress, people are going to come into your life. You're going to start meeting people. You're going to start putting yourself out there more, so that you can meet people. And then we have dragons, slay them all. Okay. And we have a 6 as well here. So this being the 6 makes me think it's connected to this like 6 of Wands reversed. So I'm seeing that if you guys are having like any doubts, you guys are really starting to conquer them. This is showing me you guys are really starting to conquer those doubts. And this is the progress that's being made that the universe is really proud of, and what they want you to know right now. They are really seeing that you're making progress and overcoming these circumstances. The 10 of Pentacles is really telling me that you guys have already like made it, like with this financial thing, like this material thing, maybe in your state of situation at home or something like that. But it's showing that like there's a really good like outcome. There's something down the line, because I'm seeing a story here. In the story where she's slaying the dragons, she comes home and there's like this bright horizon. You know, there's something that's coming for you at the end of like this major progress, okay? So I'm seeing a lot of you coming together with people, making new friends, opening yourself up in ways you haven't ever thought about doing, perhaps starting a new craft, perhaps like even acting or something like that is coming through. Like maybe you starting to emotionally awaken to a creative potential, maybe it being in comedy, or doing something that really puts you out there. Because I'm seeing maybe you are more focused on what you can do that's practical. I'm seeing someone who's very practical in a lot of ways, or maybe restricting in a lot of ways in the past. And that's how you really started to establish yourself and make yourself feel concrete on the world and feel rooted with this 10 of Pentacles. But now you're really starting to open up and make progress in learning about yourself creatively. So maybe you might join a theater company or something, or do something like that. And let go. I'm seeing you really letting go, and the universe really liking this, okay? We have this Black Moon Lilith mystery. Wow, that actually kind of really embodies like an energy that I've been feeling, where you guys are sort of like this mystery woman or man or person, and there's like this energy of you. I'm honestly seeing someone who's kind of solitary. You guys might have friends, but you guys might be more introverted types. Or maybe you might be an extrovert who doesn't realize quite that you're an introvert or something, or you like to spend time alone. And I'm seeing like this energy where you usually don't show a certain part of yourself. This mystery here is really showing me like you kind of have like this, I honestly see like a lawyer almost. I see like kind of like a lawyerly person. Maybe you're not like a lawyer, but like someone who, let's say, shows like a certain side of themselves, like their ascendant sign or something. They're just kind of like, they present as a certain thing, but they haven't been able to let go, because a lot of this has to do with you letting go of like your image, maybe on social media or something. You are usually showing like this very like perfectly crafted, constructed image where you have to be absolutely perfect and no one can see you let your hair down. But I'm seeing you're making progress and letting your hair down, and the universe really likes this, because this is actually bringing you closer to your highest potential and what you really want out of life. Because I'm seeing like maybe you want to have more friends, you want to be more social, you want to show a different side of yourself. You can keep your inner mystery. Everyone should have their inner mystery, and this is like something that's native to you. And it's this beautiful aspect of you. But I'm also seeing a part of you just wants to like dip your toes a little bit into opening up a little bit more. And then Virgo, I analyze. I love that, because I was just talking about you crafting like a certain image, and we have this Virgo I analyze card, which is like, it's showing like that part of you that's really and also we have this 10 of Pentacles energy, which kind of gives me the indication that you could be an earth sign, someone who's very focused on like being stable financially, and like you're really focused on that energy, and maybe that's what you really want out of life. But you might have been neglecting certain parts of that, and so now it's like you're really overcoming this with this slay your dragons thing, and you're starting to overcome like this thing that you might have had an idea that you needed to be perfectly crafted, constructed, have the perfect catalog of who you are presented to the world. But maybe now you're starting to make a new analysis that you can let yourself, open up a little bit more, but only to where you're comfortable. It doesn't mean, this isn't the universe saying like, we like it when you completely open up and do, show everything about yourself. It's just saying like, you're probably more happy in this energy where you're kind of just expressing yourself more openly. And when you're happy, things are just going right for you. You're attracting more of what you like. And I'm also seeing like, I do sense a person coming in, possibly like some friends coming in, possibly a lover or romantic partner and interest. And your mysterious energy is very magnetically attracting. There's something about you that's very, like this Virgo too, you might be a very beautiful person, I'm seeing the Lilith Virgo combination. It's like we have like this Virgo, the virgin here, right? And we have like this Lilith who's like this very, not a virgin. She's very much not a virgin. In fact, she was like, wasn't she like, after Adam, she was just like having a lot of sex. So there's like this combination here where it's like maybe you have like a wild side, or maybe you have a more reserved side, and it's like you might be a combination of both. I actually really understand this energy. It's like you're kind of like in between, where you're just like, maybe you're someone who's like very much so a lady, or any like non-gender or masculine equivalent to that, right? You might be someone who's you like to present in a way that's like, you like to dress very well or present a certain image to the world, but there's an inner world inside of you that you only really let out in your fantasies, because I do see this fantasy element with the dragons here. You guys might have a very active imagination, and you're just beginning to act on it in the real world. And so you have like this very real world practical approach, but now you're just starting to push the envelope a little bit more. Oh, wow, we have take action next. Interesting. So you, like I was just talking about, like you moving towards like an end that is not maybe typical. Maybe it's something you don't necessarily show. You might be, like I do sense someone who's very like private. So you might still remain private, but maybe you're going to, with this new person or this new energy that's coming in, it might not be a person, but you're starting to open up more, maybe showing a little bit more of yourself. Oh, and we have romance as well. Okay, so I do see for a lot of you guys, there might be romantic potential, especially if you're single. But if you're in a relationship, I'm also seeing that you guys might be having like a new spark. You might be opening up more. You guys might be showing that a part of your fantasies a little bit more to your partner. And this could be like in an intimate way, or it could be like, I want to go to an amusement park. I want to go to Disneyland. Or I want to go to a Renaissance fair. I mentioned something about theater. Maybe wanting to go to a Renaissance fair and dress up or cosplay. There is something about you guys opening up, but some of you guys might be meeting some friends. But the universe is very proud, and they're just like looking down on you, and they're like, or looking up at you, or from the sides, or wherever they're looking at you, from all points in space, okay? Looking at you, and they're really proud of how you're choosing to increase like the passion in your life, increase what things make you happy in your life, maybe using that analysis you've developed in a different way that brings you more joy. And so they're really proud of you for that reason. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading, pile number 3. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Hit that like button, let YouTube know this is a great content for other people who might need this message. And of course, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, loves. Hi, group 3. Let's begin your reading, but first let's burn some Palo Santo just to clear the energy a little bit. All right. So let's begin with your tarot cards. We're using the Cat Tarot today. This was gifted to me. It's a very lovely and playful deck. We have the King of Cups to begin. Okay, so with this King of Cups here, I'm seeing that your emotional availability is popping up. I'm seeing these dolphins here. The dolphin is an animal spirit that might be with you right now. Definitely very kindred energy. So this dolphin spirit might be with you. Some of you guys might be walking with the dolphin right now. It might have just swum up to you. You might be seeing this in your dreams. But right now, something that you're doing right is your emotional maturity is very, like you have a very strong emotional maturity right now. It doesn't mean that you have to be like perfect or anything. It's just saying that you're doing very well emotionally right now. And you might be going through something. You might be not going through something. If you've gone through like a breakup, let's say, you're handling it well, okay? Like you might be crying, but like you might be processing these things very well, and the universe wants you to know that. Or if you've just been chilling through life or just evolving, things have been really going good in this area. You've really emotionally evolved here. There's something really going well. You might be really open, and you might be helping a lot of other people. I'm seeing you're actually in a place where you can actually counsel others because of your emotional intelligence here, okay? You might be very good at reading people. And then we have this 9 of Cups. Okay, so you're kind of looking, you're seeing something, you're starting to analyze things from the heart space. You're really starting to connect with things in ways that you might not have before. I'm seeing that you kind of are really emotionally awakening to something. There's something here that you're beginning to see, okay? There is something that here that you're beginning to see, and the dolphin spirit is really coming through here, okay? Or it might not be the dolphin necessarily, but it could be, you might have been thinking, this is the message coming through for you guys, if you've been thinking of like a specific water animal, it could even be an oyster, okay? Like it could be like a seahorse or something. There might have been a water spirit, like a very watery spirit that came through. There might be a Pisces person coming through as well. There might be someone that you've met recently who's a Pisces or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio. You might have met a person, but there is something, especially with these two cats here, you might have met someone, but I see like an animal spirit that's like water based, okay? There is a watery energy coming through, okay? That is kind of opening you up like in this channel. So you're starting to have a new perspective on things, and your emotional intelligence here is really, really high. So what I'm seeing the universe being really proud of you about in this, like just from the beginning of this reading, is that you guys have really the ability now to help other people. So you've probably done something very recently where you've helped other people because of this awakening that you've had, or maybe you've always had it. Maybe you're an empathic person. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So we have two kings here. Okay, so this could be a message coming through that this thing that this new opportunity, I'm seeing like a new window, a new portal that you're looking through. This is actually something that will bring you a lot of financial stability. Okay, this might be something that has to do with like maybe you being a psychologist, or maybe someone who counsels people. You could be like a spiritual counselor person. You might be doing something on YouTube. You might be starting something where you are helping a lot of people. You might even just be vlogging, right? And being open about your life experience. And this is like actually really helping a lot of people. There's something that you're doing that is going to, it's either something you've already been doing that is bringing you financial gains, or something that you're just starting to see with this Nine of Cups here. And that's actually you following this emotional like intelligence, this emotional brightness that you have, is actually going to bring you a lot of fulfillment and happiness on the earthly plane. So you having this emotional awareness is actually a really good thing. Yeah, you have this like this, you have this can here with it says tuna time, and it has a little fish here. So again, I'm seeing like a Pisces or person coming through, and we have fish again here, or like an animal spirit, like it could be a dolphin spirit, it could be a stingray coming through. And then we have the Ten of Cups here. Okay, again, we have like a lot of like interesting things. Okay, so lots of cups energy. So you guys might be water signs, okay, yourselves, or there might be water sign energy coming through for you. You might be experiencing like the energies of like a water sign, or you might be a fire sign or earth sign or air sign, and you might just be embodying a lot of watery qualities, you know. This happens, okay? And then we have the Ten of Cups. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and we have two kings here. So there's a lot that you guys are doing right, and a lot that the universe is really proud of for you guys. They're really proud of you kind of be working on this emotional side of yourself. So what I'm really seeing here is that there's a lot that you've worked on emotionally, because we have the 9, the 10, and the King. So your emotional hemisphere is really important here, and I really am sensing that this is very important to the work that you do. It might be like a side hustle or something, but it is very important to be utilizing it in this capacity in the physical world, utilizing your emotional intelligence, what you've learned. There's an opportunity coming to you, or that has come to you, or that you can create. And it's because of everything that you've learned, all these plates that you've stacked. There's a lot of things that you've experienced that you can use to help other people. And like I said, it doesn't have to be like a counselor. You could just be vlogging or something, or you might just start like a shelter, an animal shelter, or there's something that you can use this for that might not be conventional, but if you follow your your heart, which you definitely can with the King of Cups energy, it will lead you to really good financial success and material success, okay? It might even lead you to meeting your partner. If you haven't already met your partner, you might be meeting other people. But I'm seeing like these two dolphins here and these two cats. So some of you that are single, you guys might be meeting someone as well, okay? Let's get your your oracle cards. Okay, so starting off, we have wings. You never needed those wings to fly. Okay, so you guys are starting to really like learn about yourselves here too. So the universe is proud of you learning about yourself and emotionally opening up. She seems very light. She seems very happy. So I'm seeing a lot of emotional fulfillment here. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, King of Cups. So emotional fulfillment is a very big thing, a very big theme for you guys as well. And then potion, remember to practice self-love. Okay, so you directing this emotional energy towards yourself, because this cat here looks very confident, very happy. You're doing a lot of things. You're channeling your emotions very well here. And it's a lot to do with you taking care of yourself and doing like self-love rituals that make you feel good about you. So a lot of contentment here. I see a lot of contentment, and I think it's because of all this energy that's showing you using your emotional potential in the right way, your loving potential. You have a very loving spirit about you, very loving energy, and using it playfully and participating with others is really going to be very important to you, and it has been something that your guides, the spirit, wants you to know is good for you. Okay, and we have Scorpio, I transform. So I'm not surprised at all that there's a water sign coming through here. So you guys might be Scorpios, you guys might be water signs, but you might be Scorpios. And the Scorpios are, they're ruled by like, I think the anus or like the bowels or something. And they deal with like death and a lot of like dark emotions. It's like really about like the cleansing energy of the year, especially like they're like the cleansing sign, because they're just channeling through all of that stuff maybe we don't necessarily want to embrace, but they're just channeling through it. So I'm seeing for some of you guys that might be Scorpios, or just having that energy where you're just feeling like dark and down. You guys might have gone through an emotional strife recently, but you've learned so much from this, and you've learned so much that you can help other people and transform other people. Again, I'm really seeing that being tied into whatever work it is that you're doing. With the current work you're doing, you're going to be adding more of this element of like transformation to others and helping others. With the Scorpio, I transform as well. I'm seeing that someone that might have been very brooding or very maybe dark in their emotions has become very much lightened or enlightened with this Wings card, like moving from like that dark energy to like more of a light energy, where you're transforming your emotions from, maybe being all up in them to using them in a way that's very good for the world. So you're bringing a lot of harmony to the world. Then we have Mars Force. So we have a very masculine energy, but Mars is like this more benefic energy. It's a more benefic masculine planet. And this planet is like really using that internal drive and power and like assertiveness, I would say, for good. So sorry, I had like a ringing in my ear and I was like, oh, okay. So the Mars Force is really talking about like you channeling this energy in like a really positive way. So what you're really doing right in a lot of ways is you're channeling possibly some past energy, some past traumas, some like, maybe some negative experiences, and you've transformed and you've adapted and changed and learned. There's a lot of learning with all these bowls being stacked, a lot of like lessons being learned that you can use to help others and to help yourself, really. This practice self-love too is also talking about yourself and helping yourself. And you are a force to be reckoned with, and you will transform a lot of people. But I'm also seeing that, like, this really being a force of good in your life and other people's lives. And because you're helping other people, you might be offering like a product or a service or something that helps a lot of people. And this is really going to bring you a lot of abundance. Okay. And so we have your angel cards. We have don't stop. And we have like this force energy, which is telling me like there is a lot of momentum going here. So definitely follow your heart, because your heart is leading you on the right path for sure. Okay. Absolutely. And then we have meditation brings answers. Okay. So, and we also see her in a meditative posture with her eyes closed. So this might be something you've been doing. You might have been meditating in like some way. You might have been dancing or doing yoga, taking care of your body in a certain way. And this is what's kind of, what the universe wants you to do more of. This is what like you've been doing right. So you taking care of yourself emotionally and using it to help others, to be a force, or channeling that energy into giving it to people who want that. Don't feel like you're obligated to help people who don't ask for help. Like in my experience, you should never, probably offer your help, or not never, but seldom offer your help to people who don't want your help, because if someone doesn't ask for your help, it can lead to resentment and stuff like that. But that's why I'm getting this King of Pentacles energy, where it's like you're putting your emotional investment and your knowledge and the things you've learned, your empathy, all of that towards people and things who actually want it. Like I'm seeing you actually providing a service to people or doing a certain thing. It could be art, channeling that and giving you a part of yourself where you've learned so much and become light on your feet to helping others feel the exact same way. So that's what you're doing right. That is why the universe is proud of you, group number 4. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and let YouTube know that this is good content for someone else so that they can see this video. And of course, comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.